Okay, it took me about 3 attempts to film this video so far because I've got no confidence in filming outside, but I guess the only way you can fix that is by filming outside, out in the street. So we're just gonna ignore it and just keep going. Yeah, what I wanted to basically talk about was why you struggle to kind of come up with your own stuff nowadays. And if you're on the same page as me, or you're anything like me, it's really hard for you to come up with ideas, or at least it was for me until I realized that what was basically ridding me of that ability to come up with things for my own was this chronic content consumption. And I don't even mean just like things like Instagram Reels and TikTok and whatnot, right? It goes deeper than that. So anytime you listen to music, anytime you're watching things like movies and whatnot, and different types of content, what's happening to your brain is that you're basically putting your own thinking on hold to listen to what this other person has to say, whether it is through music or through media or through films or through anything, right? Or through podcasts, which the more and more you do it, which that's been on the rise, people have just been consuming more and more content, the more and more you do it, the less you think for yourself and come up with your own ideas, right? And I only realized this after a while of walking around in the city, how everyone has headphones in. Everyone's blocking out the outside, but inadvertently what they're also doing is blocking their own thoughts. Unless you're listening to rain sounds or something, or just blocking out the sound using like noise cancelling headphones, your brain is not thinking for itself when you're listening to music. What's actually happening is you're listening to someone else's ideas in that music. And even if they're good ideas, even if the music has a positive narrative, which most of the time it doesn't, you're still basically pumping your brain with someone else's thoughts. And that can't be healthy for coming up with your own stuff. Ever since I started spending more time in silence, which, don't get me wrong, I'm still not perfect at, I've started to think, and you actually, you can tell the difference most of the time. I actually started hearing my brain start thinking more and more, and thoughts started unwinding. And all of a sudden, I had ideas of things I could film and talk to you guys about, which, it starts this loop, and I want to keep doing that. So now I've started trying to block out music as much as I can. And it's not even just music can still be a pleasurable activity and not be harmful, right? But if you are like me, non-stop listening to music, what I do is literally walk to the gym listening to music, right? Switch headphones and not even have a second of peace without it. And then continue on, just like that. Then I'd get home and then literally switch it to the speaker and then just keep listening. And literally, I had 93,000 minutes on Spotify last year. That's multiple days of non-stop listening that I went through, which I think about it now, and that's kind of sad in a weird way. Sure, music is great and it can brighten up your life a lot, but it can also be quite harmful, in that way. So I guess that's kind of the realization I had, and since then I started to stop doing it so much, and it's actually helped me get ideas and kind of get my brain back. Sure, my attention span's still not perfect, and sometimes I still want to chronically listen to music all day, but it's progress either way, even if it's a small progress. And this has definitely been helping me a lot in more than just this area of content production and having ideas and whatnot. And I think you should try it. And one thing I did substitute it with is when I don't want to hear the outside, but I still want to hear my brain think, I put on your iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you can play rain sounds and nature sounds natively straight from the device. So I started doing that. Rain sounds, sometimes the ocean. I think they've got a forest one and a fire one even, and that's been quite good as well. it has the kind of same effect, you know, but it works either way. And yeah, I can make I'll make an unlisted video and link it under this one on how to enable it, so that you guys can make use of that as well. Anyways, that's just been my small little video while I'm walking to the gym without music. I'm gonna try and continue. I'm gonna try and continue doing this more and more, and hope you guys try it. If you've had good experience with it, let me know. Anyways, I gotta go now because I'm getting quite close.